Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. I had a little playtime this weekend and we did a lot of stuff that I didn't really record because I didn't think it was really necessary. First thing you may notice is there are no random chests scattered throughout the base. I actually went through and I categorized all the stuff I didn't want to put in AE, like just a couple of Zycraft things, the covers and slabs, and all of this Greg Tech nonsense. If I decide to automate it, then I will put it in the AE system. But for now, I decided I just wanted to put it in a chest, and I just didn't want it, taking up space because how many Fortune 3 or Flame 1 books am I really going to have in here? I think it takes up unnecessary disk space, so I just decided to put them in a chest. And I just put a project table in each corner here because I do have to craft certain things, unfortunately. And I added the monitors so I can just see at a glance what I've got in the system. The things I have to make manually, like I haven't automated the advanced alloy because, the rolling machine constantly draws power from the system. I know I could relegate that with a gate and an energy cell, but I haven't gotten around to it. And the silicon plates I have to do manually as well. Speaking of, we went to the end and we killed the Ender Dragon. Fake Sam and myself did it last night. I got knocked off the edge and had to remake everything. I had to make a new jetpack. So if we look in here at what is craftable, you're going to see some recipes for the electric jetpack, both of the lat packs, the bat pack. Basically, the only thing that doesn't auto craft is the 10K coolant cell. But I got the lapis blocks to auto craft now since we have a compressor downstairs. So all I got to do is throw in however many 10K coolant cells and I can whip up an advanced jetpack in no time. So that's what I've been doing around here. I did make one change to the system downstairs. I found that if I wanted cells, as soon as I crafted them, this import bus that we set up last time, export bus, I always swap them. It would put the cells in the canning machine before I could grab them out of the system. So what I did was I put a level emitter that when we have less than 64 mercury cells, it will send cells, empty cells, to the canning machine so that I can use cells for other things if I need to. And I got some sheldonite and some of this other stuff, and I'm probably going to use the olivine and the electrolyzer, I think it is, to get silicon cells, and I think it gives us manganese or something like that. This stuff right here, the sheldonite, here's what you can do with it. We can either pulverize it for 2 platinum, which is 2 iridium nuggets with a 10% chance of 1 iridium. We can induction smelt it. I don't want to do that. Macerate it for 2 platinum with no chance of iridium. We can industrial grind it for a total of 4 nuggets or a total of 5 nuggets. And the rock crusher is the same chance as if we pulverize it. So I kind of wanted to pulverize one just to see if we got iridium out of it, but I'm not really sure. This won't make 2 full iridium anyway. So I'll tell you what. Let's pulverize 2 of them. I think I have another pulverizer over here. I don't know why that is like that. There it is. Let's turn off the import bus for a second and we will pulverize 2 of these guys just to see if we happen to get iridium out of it. Probably won't, but it was worth a shot. Another problem is, if you notice, there is all the platinum dust is in this centrifuge and none of it's in this. I took the wrench and tried to prioritize the export buses, and it didn't do that. It didn't prioritize, it just flipped them around. So, I mean, it's automated, so it's not that big of a deal, but if I am in a hurry, I would like to split it between the two. So I figure what we can do is put the rest of this stuff in here with mercury cells. We'll get 2 platinum and 3 nuggets out of it. Or 2 nuggets. 3 platinum, 2 nuggets. I have a very crude looking fabricator up here with an export bus that sends all nuggets to the fabricator and then turns them into iridium ingots for us automatically. So this stuff is very hard to spot, and it's also very difficult to navigate in the end because there's no ground. It's really hard to tell if you're looking level horizontally or if you're flying around like this or like that. I mean, you just never know. So let me show you the wither farm real quick. It's basically just like the blaze farm, except this turned into a regular skeleton shard in the real world, so I had to make another one. I guess they updated that. I didn't have the oil here initially, but what would happen was, since the turtles are killing the guys, the XP would get knocked back into the little area there, and it kind of lagged after a while. So I added the oil after the fact. Everything goes into an obsidian pipe, and the swords get voided and the bones get voided, and the coal and wither heads end up in the chest here. Look at that, we got one just now. So later I think we're gonna unleash some withers in the real world. Try to get a couple of nether stars, I think. I think that's what you use them for. There's something else. I know you make the boss, and then I don't know what you get from the boss. I think it's that. We can make a beacon. I've already got a supercharged gravity gun. Maybe the miniature black hole. I don't know what I wanted it for, but I kind of want to make this just because it's ridiculous. Or, holy hell, look at that. Magic energy converter. I need to look into that because I've seen a couple of recipes with it. It's only 24 EU out, but it makes it look like 10 million. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just was kind of giving you an update on what I did in between the last episode and now. That's how many skulls I got. Quite a few, actually. And it was turtles for the most part. So I think what I want to do is, if I can remember, I want some of this, and I'm probably going to need 2 of these and 2 of these. I'm going to need the knot gate, and I'm going to need a latch. And I just so happen to have a recipe for it. I probably had one in there already. No, I didn't. That's cool. So I haven't tested this out, but we're going to see if it works. Basically what I want to do is only run the biofuel guys when there's something to actually do. And how I want to do that is tell this redstone cell, let's say it requires a signal. I forgot my red alloy wire. Half a stack ought to do it. I happen to enchant this awesome bow too. I have to make sure not to let it run out because that's going to be very bad. Alright, so we want to put a redstone. I don't know if that will connect it or not. We're going to put the latch the other way. And there's nothing for it to do right now, so let me turn these guys back on. We'll see if it drains. I never think that's connecting because there's a little gap right there. There it goes. Okay. So it is on. And I'm actually going to have to move this guy a little bit, but that's alright. Sam did this with a turtle. I'm going to try to do it with gates and wireless redstone. How come I'm not picking that up? Alright, anyway. So let's, let me see, our output will be right there. And then we'll run our cable like that. Oh, that's super. Apparently we had a little bit of lag right there. Alright, hopefully that connects. Let me flip that on with the NOT gate. We'll see. Okay, there it goes. And then I just want to make sure that that stuff is connected, because if it's not... Alright, that should be good. So we're going to put a wireless receiver on each side. One here, one here. And let's call this one 200. We'll call that one 201. And then we go up here. And I'm not sure how far down to actually put the, to put the detector. If I could place a block, that would be super. Alright. So basically, the principle of this is going to be, if the liquid is touching the top of the tank, it sends a redstone signal to flip the latch and turn everything off. And then if the liquid drops below, let's do this block right. How many do I have? Let's do this one in the corner. There we go. And I probably cannot reach a valve to remake the tank. Wonder if I can do that one. No. Alright, let me see if I can get to one of these valves. Alright, there we go. So that one should be on because there is liquid touching it. If we put a signal on it, we can see the signal. Now we need to put one in the top of the tank. I don't have an easy way upstairs yet. When I was doing my sorting and stuff, I also got rid of all this stuff. So there's really nothing up here. There's still some stuff in barrels, but that's no big deal. So let's put... I was going to put it up here. I really don't know if I want it out here though. So we'll just put them one under the or one on top of each other basically. That'll work. I'll just put the next one right below it, so that it'll always stay at the bottom of this one, but when it reaches the bottom of this one, it flips it again. Alright. So I think I can probably just put the wireless transmitter. I'm not sure if you can turn those around or not. Let me see if I can do it with a crescent hammer. Shift clicking does nothing, unfortunately. So that's no good. Wonder if I can do it with a screwdriver. I don't think it's a red power thing, but it might let me do it. Maybe they only face up or down. Oh, excellent. Sweet. So we actually need to put this one right. It won't let me put it there. But that's alright. We'll put it right there. If I can. That might have been lag. Let me try this again. Yeah, it won't let me put it on the glass viewer. That's okay. Make sure that's still a tank, and then we're going to put our NOT gate right there. And I want that output facing this thing, and I want that facing that way. No. Bad. I'm going to have to put a strip in between those. What have I got? That'll work. I'll bring a couple of them just in case. Not flying very well today. Okay, so excuse me. I may need to flip that NOT gate a little bit. There we go. Okay, so right now liquid is touching both of these guys. So the NOT gate basically just inverts the bottom one. So when the liquid is, damn it, I'm trying to back up so we can see this. Alright, so liquid's touching the top one, and it's touching the bottom one as well. So this will go off when the liquid drops down below this block level. And then as soon as the liquid drops below this block level, this will turn off. And then this will turn on, and it'll flip the latch the other way. And then when the liquid rises back up, it's going to hit this liquid detector. These are liquid detectors, by the way, if I didn't mention that. It'll hit this liquid detector and then flip it back around. And unfortunately, the only way I can test it is to simulate the liquid not touching this thing until the stuff drops below this level, unfortunately. So that's really the only way to test this right now. So let's see, one was 200 and one was 201. I'll probably have to flip-flop them. Alright, so 200 is kick the engines on. 201 is turn the engines off. Or the redstone signal, rather. So did I do it backward? 201 is off, 200 is on. Whoops. So let's flip that one down and that one up. So right now it's off. And if I knock off both of these, the liquid will say it drops below this one. So we knock that off. And nothing should be happening yet, right? We're still low on this one. If we come back up, let's say the liquid drops below this one, that should trip the latch, and now our signal is hot for the energy cell again. So what's going to happen is the liquid will first touch this one, redstone signal, which turns off that one. If we come down here, since we're using a latch, the signal is still hot. It's still working. And now if we simulate the liquid reaching this liquid detector, it should have just tripped the latch. I keep hitting escape for that, I don't know why. It should have just tripped the latch. Now it's off, nothing's happening. So voila. That's the way I wanted to do it initially, though I just tried this setup just because I read somewhere, probably Reddit, that it takes 4.5 stills per fermenter, and I wanted to test it out, and it really wasn't working great for me, so I decided to just go ahead and do this. Unfortunately, on a tank that is sticking above ground, you can see the wiring and stuff, but I don't know, it's fairly compact since we have the red power NOT gate. Here's the recipe if you're not familiar. All of these guys. And we've already probably looked at the latch. RS latch, just like this. So I think that's probably it. Yeah, that's about 23 minutes. I just needed to get that done. And since this is a Let's Play, I figured I would go ahead and do it in an episode. So I may or may not hook up the other two stills that I unhooked. I'll think about that, and actually I'll just wait until my biofuel goes down. It's going to probably go down significantly before the thing kicks on. And then I'll take a look at it and see how fast it's filling up, and then I'll hook up those other two stills and see if it dramatically increases the production. So that's that. Got that done. Sam was telling me, unfortunately, that when 1.5 comes out, our world will not be compatible. So we're probably going to have to start a new world for that. And if that's the case, what I want to do is, I actually want to do a live stream for the first, I don't want to call it episode, but I want to get you guys involved. So, you know, I can get your input on what you think would be a cool place to live, etc. Or decorating tips. I really need decorating tips. That's the main thing. So more to follow on that. That really is going to depend on how soon the 1.5 update happens, and how soon after that we update, because we don't really want to update until we feel comfortable enough that we're not going to lose anything, or, you know, it's stable or whatever. So before I go, let's go look down here and see what's happening. I bet all of the platinum went to this one. Yeah, this one's full. That one has 7. So that's probably not quite even, but it's close enough. So how much was that? That was 71. That's let me do the math. 7 more iridium ingots. And I've got 12 and some UU right now. So when that finishes, I can make another couple hybrids. I think I've got right now 4 ultimates and 2 hybrids on the matter fabricator plus the steam. And then I've got 3 ultimate hybrids running all the machinery in the room downstairs. So that'll do it for this episode. If you guys have any questions about how the latches work, let me know. I can do a little mini tutorial on the RS latch. In vanilla, it was fairly complicated. I don't know about the 1.5 update. I heard it was the redstone update. I haven't played vanilla in a really long time, so I don't know what they put in there, if they made any latches or whatever. So if we need to take a look at the RS latch specifically in depth, I could probably cover it in like 2 minutes. It's pretty easy to do. Same with the NOT gate. That's just basically an inverter. So let me know if you need to see that, and I have no problem doing that for you guys. So that's going to do it. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.